Welcome, everybody, to this varsity game. The girls, the Lutheran High St. Charles Cougars, taking on Bishop DuBourg. The Cougars are 13-3 on the season. I don't have my statistician in the booth yet, but the Cougars coming off a big win on Friday night against Ellsbury, and tonight they'll be taking on Bishop DuBourg in their third game of the night, as both JV teams had massive wins against Bishop DuBourg, and Bishop DuBourg is led. Let's see here, just getting my notes. Again, I'm JT Norville, alongside my Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett here. He's got us a new screen up here in the booth. We've got replays. If you didn't join us for the JV game, we've got a new function here. We've got replays we'll be showing throughout the game. The JV game, the Claw Award winner was Caitlin Rice. Came on with 8 points and just had a breakout game. Came out of nowhere, really. But happy to give that award to Caitlin. Maybe we'll try and get her over here at halftime if she has a chance. Bishop DuBourg here in their 21-22 season is they're led by Alicia Robinson and assisted by Annie Stallings. And, of course, in her 14th season, leading the Lady Cougars is Erin Lutzwager. So if you joined us on Friday, you got to see it. But, Brent, if I'm not mistaken here, if my stats are right, but Jordan Spicer set a single-season record in the number of threes for the Lady Cougars, and I think she ended the night with a total, not on the one night, but for the season, she has 62 threes, if I'm not mistaken. If my statistician was over there, I'd be able to fact-check that, but regardless, I know she did set the record for the history of the Cougars here, and she's a freshman here leading the Cougars, but it was exciting to watch that on Friday night, our first broadcast of the season. She clearly was the Claw Award winner that night. And we'll try and catch her maybe for an interview down the road as the star for the Lady Cougars, this freshman. Megan Albert and Coach Lutzwager right in front of us with Allie Murray getting the instructions from the refs. We're perched right here behind the scorer's table here at Lutheran High. They purchased a new broadcast table. Great view here of what's happening right at the scorer's table. When we started this dream a few years ago and planning, this is the third season of this gym. It's our second year doing the broadcast. We had this dream of, Doug said, well, where do you want to sit at, JT? And I said, well, I'd love to be at the scores table. I kind of pictured this sort of Jim Nance thing, right there. But, there's not a lot of real estate down on the court there, Brent. So, and I don't think Coach Lutzwager would really enjoy me sitting down there broadcasting the game. Coach Lutzwager, if you're watching, she's on the bench. Assisted. She's in the blue pullover tonight. She's switched it up. She's got the dark gray slacks on with the black tennis shoes. And then she's assisted by Renee Reed. And then Savannah Kleesner is assistant tonight on the bench with her as they survey the Cavaliers from Bishop DuBourg down in South County here in St. Louis. Made the trip out tonight. They had a busload to get out here as they had to bring both JV and varsity. So how was the broadcast, Brent, for the JV boys game?
I thought it went well.
Well, yeah. Yep. You don't hear from the Director of Sports Technology that often, but it went well. Were you able to get any good replays in?
Yeah, I think so. We're working through that.
Okay.
I think we'll get that worked out in the next couple of games, but it'll take us a little bit. We'll get there. We will open up the text chat line up later here. Would love to hear from you when you join us. And looks like the Cougars are going to be, the varsity team is in their home white jerseys, where the JV team actually wore their away black jerseys.
sharp black jerseys because I think there was a little bit of a last-minute change there as Bishop DuBourg showed up in their white for the JV team. So the Cougars will be in their home white and blue, and then the Cavaliers in their black and red. So we're about 1:45 out here. We'll hear the starting lineups and do the national anthem. Good crowd here is good Cougar fan base here. Good, always a solid showing from the student section. Still missing Doug Kuhlman from the booth here. I'd like to. Oh, here he's coming up the steps to the booth now.
He's probably at the concession stand getting food.
Well, he is on his third broadcast, so he's probably wearing out.
Surprised he doesn't have a little barbecue grill over here or something.
The athletic director, Melvin Bethany, has perched up just north of the booth here. I feel like he's watching us. Maybe just keep an eye on us, Doug. I don't know if it was something you said in the JV boys broadcast.
Well, I always get a little cranky here during these broadcasts, so
I
could
think
have very well been.
We're going to hear the national anthem and do starting lineups, Doug.
Yep.
For tonight's meeting, Cavaliers, Bishop DuBourg High School, and your Lutheran High School Cougars. As members of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, this is a reminder that good sportsmanship is a high school tradition. Cheer like crazy for your team. But when the game is over, let's remember to congratulate all players, coaches, and officials on a job well done. We welcome everyone to Lutheran High and wish all players and coaches good luck in tonight's game. At this time, would everyone please rise, remove your hats for prayer, and the playing of our national anthem. We pray. Lord God, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to compete this evening. We thank you for the abilities you have blessed these student athletes with and given them the spirit of competition to play this game of basketball. Please bless the coaches and officials with wisdom in their handling of the players. Keep everyone safe from injury and allow fans to demonstrate good sportsmanship so this they may glorify you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, the guest on the scoreboard, the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers. Number 10, Amy Byers. Number 13, Jahan Murray. Number 14, Genesis Rose. Number 20, Madison Leonard. And number 30, Maya Gaden. Cavaliers are coached by Mr. Alicia Robinson. And now the starting lineup for your Lutheran High School Lady Cougars. A 6'1" freshman, number 23, Jordan Spicer. A 5'10" freshman, number 24, Chloe Reed. A 6'2" junior, number 32, Megan Albert. A 5'1" senior, number 5, Allie Murray. And a 5'9" senior, number 12, Michaela Archer. And the Cougars are coached by Miss Mary Lutchwater.
All right, game number 3 for you, Mr. Kuhlman. Let's buckle up, Cougar fans. We're about to take off on second claw broadcast of the year here in home of the Cougars here in St. Peters, Missouri, as they take on Bishop DuBourg. The Cavaliers in their black away uniforms. The Cavaliers, Doug, are 6-6 on the season. The Cougars faced them earlier this year and knocked them off 71-9, but from what I understand from the JV game, they may have been missing some players.
Yeah, they're missing this number 14 we see about to jump up here. Number 14, Genesis Rhodes, did not play, and she is their leading scorer, knotting 14.5 points a game. So she's a difference maker.
Quick start here. Spicer tries to find Reed down low, but that was off the Cavaliers. So quick pass, quick start here. 13-3 Cougars take on the 6-6 Cavaliers. Spicer is going to step back. Patented step back three just off the mark. Ooh, Albert, physical play. And that's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Cavaliers.
Yeah, nice play, good spot up there from Spicer. I think those are going to fall, as we learned last time when she made 8 last game. So she's going to keep shooting as well as she should with the clips she scores.
62 threes, I think, on the year, if I corrected. I said that in the pregame.
Okay, yep.
It's 60-something, a school record. Jordan Spicer is the Cavaliers.
Well, did you notice that down there? You had number 14, Genesis Rhodes, their leading rebounder and scorer here for the Lady Cavaliers, was boxed out by someone she had about 1.5 feet of height on. Allie Murray there gets underneath, and ball goes back over to the Cougars.
Murray just causes all kinds of problems for every team as Spicer knocks down her first 3 of the night there. Jordan Spicer with a 3.
Good start for Jordan Spicer. She's now 1 for 2, and the Cougars lead this game 3-0 there, JT.
Looks like a man-to-man tonight, Doug. Am I mistaken? As Spicer finds Reed. Reed goes up with the left hand. Boy, nice touch with the left hand.
That one there. We're going to need to see a replay there, JT. That was a nice play, wasn't it? One thing that we did notice there, as we've seen Chloe Reed kind of develop and emerge, she has really become that kind of catalyst, especially on the offensive fast break for these Lady Cougars, huh, JT?
Absolutely. Spicer with her second of the night. Quick timeout there by the coach of.
I think she's a little frustrated. She's trying to tell them to get up on Jordan Spicer there. But I think as we've seen there, JT, it does not matter who we've seen there, JT. It does not matter who's guarding her and how close. She's going to get her shots, and she's going to be able to bury them from long range.
So, Doug, I think we've solved the mystery from the JV game. Is number 20, Madison Leonard, is the one that caused the Cougars some issues in the JV game, or at least it looks like there. She played a good game at the JV game earlier tonight, right?
Yep, she did. That was definitely her. She was number 12 on the JV, and now she here is number 20, Madison Leonard. Not in the game right now, but I'm sure she's going to see some meaningful action here for the Cavaliers tonight there, JT.
All right, here come the Cavaliers. Watch Jennison Rhodes in the middle. She's got the ball right now. She takes it up, 6-footer off the mark, and guess who gets the rebound? Allie Murray. Across half court to Spicer. Spicer pull up 3, just short. Rebounded by the Cavaliers.
Taking some quick shots here for the Cougars there, JT. Wonder if they're going to start working the ball around and maybe get it inside a little bit to that tower inside of their Megan Albert.
So Albert picks up her first there, Doug, and quick 8-0 sprint by the Cougars, led by 2 threes by Spicer, as Michaela Oranger guards with Murray in the corner on Jennison Rhodes.
Good defensive pressure, especially from Allie Murray there. She wants that claw award, JT.
She got a taste of it last year when she a big collision there by Albert and Rhodes. Here comes Reed with breakaway speed up and in.
Boy, and she again continues to emerge. What a wonderful take to the hole there by Chloe Reed, JT.
That's 4 in the night for Reed. And again, between Reed, Spicer, and Albert, they combined for about 80% of the Cougars' points. And here's Reed again, left hand. Hey, keep going to that well, and they stop you. But smooth with the left hand with Reed. That's 6 on the night, as she's at the top of the spear of the defense, too.
Top of the spear of the defense. I like that. You've been practicing.
Well, I go home at night and
practice on.
That's all I do. Oranger, Michaela kicks it to Murray. She finds Reed back door on the opposite block off the Cavaliers.
Boy, Albert really wants that ball down low. I think she wants to try to go against Genesis Rhodes there and say, hey, I got something for you here.
Yeah.
You know, a good defender down low. She wants to take her on the block, see what she can do. And I got my money on Megan Albert.
Again, the Cougars, right there, but Rhodes defends it well and steals it. So she sniffed that one out as Rhodes crosses half court with a good defensive play.
That was phenomenal play.
Michaela Oranger sticks her arm there. Murray gets the steal.
You know, we've seen Michaela does kind of those unsung things.
Deep three by Spicer.
Whoa! Nice bucket, JT.
Bingo. That's 3 triples on the night, and you just can't defend that, Doug.
No, you really can't. Not when you're going to pull up 3 foot behind the three-point line. And, you know, that play, again, all started with Michaela Oranger knocking the ball away from Genesis Rhodes.
Albert's going to be called for the foul there. That's her second, Doug. No, forgive me, it's not. That'll be her first on Albert.
Foul number 32, Megan Albert, first personal.
Yeah, I thought it might be her second there too, but I guess it was only her first. As our longtime announcer Jim Clark here mentioned, that was her first personal.
So this is Madison Leonard. She's a 6-foot freshman, Doug.
Yeah, boy.
So that's going to be somebody we have to reckon with for the next 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Albert.
I think we got a couple of freshmen who are both near 6 foot that probably just fine.
Yeah. Rhodes is a junior, 6'1" for the Cavaliers. Jump ball. It's going to stay with the Cougars.
Nice play by number 30, a senior forward, Maya Gaydon. Nice play on Megan Albert there down below.
Spicer finds Murray. Murray right at the elbow, kicks it to Reed, just off the mark with the 3, and 3 Cougars down there sniffing out the rebound, Doug.
Well, you had 3 Cougars there who were all boxed out by Genesis Rhodes, couldn't quite put her hands on that ball, and bats it out of bounds. Ball go back over to the Cougars.
Spicer to inbound it, finds Murray. Murray's such an unselfish player, looks to figure out how she can get other players open. But speaking of that, she's going to take a just inside the three-pointer, and that's off the mark and off the Cougars.
Yeah, that's a shot that you're not going to see Allie Murray take a lot because, again, like you said, JT, she's not one who's going to fire up those shots. But I'm glad to see her shoot like that because she's got a great set shot.
Yeah, I do too. I'd like to see her shoot the basketball a little bit more, but that's why I'm up in the booth. And
neither of us are coaching.
Madison Leonard with the bucket, the freshman. Spicer is way out there. That's number 4 on the season.
Nice bucket, and we'll see a replay of that one here sometime down the road as our Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett, pulls that one out.
That's 4 triples on the night for Spicer. As Spicer has Murray cutting, she's just going to pull up for another 3. Ooh, in and out. Murray got away with an over the back there, but boy, Doug, that was almost 5.
That was halfway
down the hatch, and it spit it right back out. As the ref helped out with that one that went off his foot. He's got a half grin over there.
He'll take the assist.
Murray sticks her paw out and kicks it out of bounds.
You know, JT, I think, has knocked the ball away from these Cavaliers here 5 or 6 times tonight and come up with a lot of steals. Yeah, again, she just does those things that you don't know. Yeah, again, she just does those things that you don't notice. But we're noticing them tonight because she's playing great defense down there on the block.
She is.
Oranger.
She's a workhorse down there.
Yep.
Murray with the steal. She's going to pull it back out to Reed. Reed inside to Auburn. Good pass right over the top of the defense. Great pass there by Reed.
That's one of those inside-outside, and we'll see a replay of that one here at quarter as well.
Spicer with the turnover finds Murray. Murray's going to have an easy bucket, and that's 22-3.
And we'll have another replay of that one there. Great defensive pressure leads to a quick bucket for the Cougars.
And that's what we saw on Friday night is the Cougars is this great defense creates a lot of offense on the breakaway for this Cougar team. It's a really fast team, as you can see. They just wear teams out. Spicer wants another 3. Bingo.
Oh, and she just creates her own area, and she's able to pop one in from deep. That was impressive there. Behind her back dribble, pulls up from about 23 foot.
She's putting a mark on this season, Doug. I mean, the amount of threes that she's going to put up this season, it's going to be a tough one to break.
Well, not only put up, but make.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're near 50% from three-point range in high school, I mean, that's better than Klay Thompson or the other guy, Steph Curry, right?
She's got that quick release, and it's just silky smooth as Reed kicks it down to Michaela Oranger, inside to Albert. Great left hand there, Doug. There was even a bump in there, no call.
There was no call on that foul, and we'll see that replay down there again. Just Megan Albert, just a beast down below. She's just literally unguardable. I haven't seen many people this season have been able to guard her down the block there, JT.
And it's 27-3, Doug.
Yeah, this is the same way the Cougars were down in South City at the Cavaliers. Down in South City at the Cavaliers place on December 6th, and it started out just like this.
Great ball movement there. I mean, just great ball movement. Reed with the offensive rebound. Lost track of it. Here comes Albert. And she's fouled.
Good strong move to the bucket by Megan Albert, and she'll be on the line shooting two here. Kind of wish we could have a turbo clock right now, JT. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait here another quarter and a half almost, or 2.5 quarters rather.
Allie Oranger set to check in here. The sophomore. Checks in and for Allie Murray. Give her a breather. And here comes Bella Cruz for Chloe Reed. Albert. Second. Good free throw there. That's going to be a difference maker down the season is the free throws by Megan and the team here. And so like to see her getting some chances here at the line.
Great defensive pressure. Again, by who?
Michaela Oranger and with a combination of Jordan Spicer. Cruz surveys. Inside to Albert. Ooh, she kicked it back out or tried to, and Spicer has it. Left-handed over to Albert. Drives right up and in.
Oh,
and one.
Looking for that three-point play. That's one we'll see a replay of here down the stretch. So Megan will be on the line. Try to complete the three-point play here as the lead is extended to 30-3.
Foul for Megan Albert. Foul number 33, Sydney Phillips.
Well, JT, making this comment here, yes, Bishop DuBourg was without their best player here, or leading scorer, if you will, first time we played, but the Cougars are now they're playing better basketball now than they were in early December. So, coming off some great wins.
Through that stretch where they lost for life, and then the game at the Hoosier Gymnasium in Indiana where they took on a school from Ohio. They had 2 losses in a row that came down to the wire, but they played the Cougars really tough defensively is what the game changer was, and they pressured them from end to end. That was really the difference in those games. The Cougars are 13-3 on the season.
Well, and Bishop DuBourg coming in here, they're kind of get on the short end right now, but they have a 6-6 record. So they've played some competitive basketball and done some good things. It's just I think this is one of those games where they know they're playing a team they're outmatched by, but you just want to hope they continue to fight and play and don't just kind of not play as hard as they can, because, again, they put up a lot of points in some of the other contests this season there, JT.
Yeah, so Michaela Oranger and Allie Oranger, there's a miscommunication there and a turnover for the Cougars in the corner as Rhodes defended by Cruz, and that's a pass over the head, and it's going to be a turnover on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, just a bit above number 5 there, Jenna Kennison, the junior guard, so couldn't quite jump to get that pass there from Genesis Rhodes.
So you and Brian did the broadcast for the JV game beforehand. And
absolutely.
Brent said it was a missed time by Rhodes and a rebound by Albert. She misses the shot. And a timeout for the Cavaliers as Madison Leonard was able to save it for the Cavaliers. Doug, how about a word from our sponsors?
Yeah, let's first of all let's go to our bronze level sponsors here. And John Manufacturing, owned by John and Kara Lottis, alumni of Lutheran High. CertaPro Painters, owned by one of our families here at Lutheran High, Andy and Shay Wiggins. Ben-Hur Constructions, shout out to their president, John Vogt. and Tony Vogt, our former Booster Club member. Mike Suttlemeyer, an alumni of Lutheran High, a former Cougar football player, AMP Restoration. Tyler and Marie Brannicky of Brannicky Hardware. Joe Pallardy of Pallardy Electric. JT and Maria Norville of Midas Hospitality. Stephen Carroll Pauk of SCS Telecom. Connie Lewis of Impression Apparel. Another Cougar alumni, TJ Fisher of Claims Adjusters, also a former Cougar football player. And then finally, Kyle Hannigan, another former alumni, or not a former alumni, an alumni of the Kyle Hannigan Real Estate Group.
Forgot to mention, Doug, I think we do have our text chat line open, so love to hear anybody out there listen to Doug and I tonight. Text in 314-497-3014. Would love to hear from you. As Allie Oranger walks a tightrope on the baseline. Spicer misses the 16-footer right above the free throw line. They've got Rhodes.
Oh.
They had her, didn't lead her enough there, Doug, and Cruz sped up and got the turnover.
No, and you made comment about Bella Cruz last game, just the speed and the makeup speed, if you will, to be able to just sprint down that court as Allie Oranger. Oh, just off the mark.
You just can't account for that, Doug, that speed, and people don't know it. She has that breakaway speed.
No. And we'll go to our, right now, as we are in between quarters here, we'll go to our play, we'll go to some of our highlights of the first quarter.
All right, second quarter here. We're starting. I'm JT Norville alongside Doug Kuhlman and Brent Gossett up here in the booth. And thank you for joining the Claw broadcast. As the Lady Cougars take on Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers. And so far, all Cougars, Doug.
It's been all Cougars there, absolutely, with this 30-3 lead. Again, we're going to be waiting for this turbo clock here until the second half. So
the turbo clock starts in the second half, is that correct?
Fourth quarter, 30 points. Mm-hmm.
Savannah Gilbert gets some early time here, number 11, the senior. And Layla Yin is also getting some time here. So you've got Yin, Reed, Gilbert, Cruz, and Allie Oranger.
Well, and you like to see some of these because you're going to have some foul trouble down the road here, or you're going to have some situations where you have to have some of these players who aren't always playing in the game, like Spicer and Albert and Allie, Murray and whatnot, and Chloe Reed and whatnot have been in the game. So it's good to see some other folks getting some action, not only this game, but then for future to help us out down the road.
So Bishop DuBourg is going to apply the press here at Madison Leonard out front of that, and Layla Yin with some good speed there, tries to get around Rhodes, and Gilbert is tied up in a jump ball there, and it's going to stay with the Cougars. Man, I didn't know Yin had that kind of breakaway speed there.
You know what? I did not either there, because she really was able to turn on the jets and just get right around there. So good job by Layla.
Cruz in the corner. Patient basketball here by the Cougars. Gilbert at the free throw line. Way to protect the basketball there by Gilbert. Running some time off the clock here. Reed in the corner. She's got her toes behind the line, but I think she was focused more on the toes there, Doug, than the actual shot.
I think you're right. I think she wanted to make sure she was behind that three-point line, because you really don't want to be on the line and only get two when you could just take a step back.
But, ooh, that's a tough pass in basketball there that Allie Oranger just made. She's underneath the basket all
yeah.
the way to the other corner. You don't see that happen very often. I'm sure when Coach Lutzwager watches the tape, she may point that one out.
Good defense from the Lady Cougars underneath there to not let Genesis Rhodes get off a shot there.
So Chloe Reed so far having a great game, Doug, out front. Rhodes goes up and is fouled by Gilbert.
Well, Chloe Reed is one who we talked about last game who could have been the Claw Award winner, but, you know, when you make 9 threes in a game, you're going to give it to that young lady. So Chloe Reed is off to the lead right now, in my voting at least, for the Claw Award.
Absolutely. As Rhodes hits the first.
Well, and as the Cougars continue to push this up and look to extend this lead, another quick shout out. Thank you from our play-by-play man's mother, Mary Norville, watching the Cougars varsity game tonight from Florida, and she appreciates us making this possible. I will say it is not us. Once again, it is our Director of Sports Technology, a very important position here at Lutheran High, Brent Gossett, making this possible tonight with the screens that we have up, and you can see us straight across right behind the scorers table. So thank you, Mrs. Norville, for that shout out, and again, thank you to Brent Gossett for all he does to help us bring these broadcasts to you.
Absolutely. Well said, Doug. And hi, Mom. Thanks for listening. I know you got to be one of our biggest fans out there. If you're not, then I don't know what's wrong. As Allie Oranger picks up the steal and sends it to Cruz. Cruz runs in.
Count it.
Oh, Reed with the offensive rebound.
I think Reed got fouled going up there with it, but it was not called. But again, Cougars lead this game by 25 midway through this second quarter.
You know, Reed, you know, she doesn't play with a ton of like emotion on her sleeve, Doug, but
no,
she's one of these consistent players you can see is the Cavaliers. Who did that belong to, Doug?
Yeah, Maya Gaden put it in there. You know, she was has done some good things underneath the bucket there, especially playing defense on, you know, an athlete like Megan Albert. So
Cruz, I'd miss that, Doug, but Cruz was some nifty. Oh, finally, Allie Oranger take the lid off the bucket, and Allie Oranger hits the three from the corner there, Doug.
And we'll definitely see that replay here at halftime, thanks to our Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett. Nice bucket from Allie Oranger.
Madison Leonard drives, and that's out of bounds off the Cougars, and it'll stay with the Cavaliers underneath their own basket. I missed that, Doug.
Well, I thought it'd be stay with the Cavaliers.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
Yeah, and you know, and that was a nice take to the hole there by number 20, Madison Leonard. And we've talked about her in the JV game a little bit. Now in the varsity game, she's playing some good basketball tonight, JT. Chloe Reed continues to pile up the stat sheet.
And another bucket by Reed. Good unselfish play there by Spicer. She kicks it over to Reed for her 8th point.
Wonderful give and go there, absolutely. From Spicer back over to Reed. Oh, and look who steps in there. It's Michaela Oranger again.
Spicer goes down. Hopefully she pops up back up okay. I think they just got their feet tied over there, Doug.
Their foot?
Yes, I'm thinking of food I haven't eaten yet, so I got crossed up, and there was feet in there, but nothing intentional over there, and Spicer pops up, and she's okay.
There you go. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see anybody get injured no matter what. You always want to see these kids keep playing.
Look at Reed with that smart play there. 16-footer just short on the baseline.
Way to follow her shot, come up with the rebound, and give the Cougars another chance.
Spicer inside to Oranger. Boy.
Oh, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Michaela Oranger.
No, he called that on the defensive side. It was
he did?
Close. Michaela did extend her arm there, Doug, but I don't think he saw it.
Got it. I think that foul should have gone on Michaela, as she did extend that left arm as she was driving in there, but the foul is going to go to number 14, Genesis Rhodes. Good physical play.
Spicer right at the elbow off the mark. Murray with the offensive rebound. She's going to take it back out. Good ball movement here by the Cougars. long three just off the mark for Reed. And Spicer deals to Allie Oranger right at the top of the key. Doug, when I was playing, man, that was my favorite place to shoot a shot.
That was my favorite place, too, in pregame because I never got on the court. So
35-7, and 15 points on the night for Jordan Spicer, who's averaging 24.1 on the season. She entered the game with 63 threes, and she's got 5 already tonight, so that puts her at 68 if my math's right.
I think that's a good math, yes. Well, you know, as somebody that has an MBA like yourself, I would hope you can add 63 plus 5. Good job. Well, you see, there was another play there. The Cavaliers ran that inbounds play against the JV team and scored about 8 points. Well, the Varsity just let up again down low, and that should have been a bucket there for the Cavaliers for number 44.
Jordan Roan. Michaela Oranger with the bucket, and that's going to be an and one, Doug.
Oh, boy, that was a nice play, and we'll see a replay of that from Mr. Gossett here at halftime. So look to see if the Cougars can extend this lead here again as they lead 37-7 with the free throw coming up here. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left in this quarter there, or in this half, JT.
Oranger to complete the three-point play, nothing but net. Nice smooth stroke from the free throw line there by Michaela Oranger. Oranger has 3 points. Oh, that's her first bucket. I felt like she's playing so much good defense. Feels like she scored more than that.
Well, I think she's been giving it up. And
Reed goes up the ladder. Saw some spring in that step from Reed there. Wowzer. Oranger, Allie Oranger for the three. Bingo.
Nice shot. And she's got a great stroke there, JT, where when she gets her time to shoot that ball, it's going to go in at a pretty solid clip. I want to say she's 2 for 4 tonight from three-point range.
That's 6 on the night for her as Reed defends out front. And Allie Oranger is going to be called for a no. They're going to say the Cavaliers stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, the Cavaliers stepped out of bounds right there. And I don't think these officials want to call fouls because that's just going to make this game longer. So unless it's blatant, I don't see a big reason to call it either way. Call it close, that is. If it's foul, call it foul. But no need to call it real close.
Love how the Cougars are just moving the basketball.
Yeah, they really are.
Albert goes up on the block there, and she's fouled. So I like to see her getting some chances from the free throw line.
She's been doing a great job underneath the bucket there, and she'll now look to put 2 points here in the bucket and extend this lead to 43-7 if she can come up with 2 shots.
2:50 left in this first half. 41-7 Cougars.
You know, and this is one of those ones from the outside looking in. If you're looking at this halftime score, you might say, geez, call off the Dogs. But at the end of the day, the Cougars are just have some great athletes and good pure shooters where we're not running the score up here. It's simply we're just playing very, very well, and we're a very talented basketball team, JT.
Yep, and they're going to rotate. Lutzwager will rotate in the rest of the team here like she did in the first quarter.
Yep.
Throughout the game. And look at one of the smartest players on the court there is Allie Murray. I mean, she's playing down low in the block, and she saw that pass coming and just stepped right in front of it and poked it away.
That's just
and there she is down the block with a clear 3 or 4 inch height deficit there, and she was able to get position. Let's see if she can take the three here.
I like it.
Oh, man, that looked good from here. Albert.
Boy, Megan Albert there, we're going to need to see a replay of that one there because she just climbed the golden ladder and just ripped that ball down over the top of number 44 of the Cavaliers. Nice work by Megan Albert now. She goes to
Coach Robinson for the Cavaliers wanted to foul on Albert on the over and back. Just didn't get that one. Albert. Boy, I like how she's shooting the free throw tonight. Albert the line for a second. Up and in.
Nice play by Albert. Love to see her complete that play there. JT as she again climbs that ladder, pulls that board down, just goes over the top. Again, that was not an over-the-back call. I know Bishop DuBourg's coach is wanting that, but it was definitely not. She's just got about 4 inches on the other young lady.
Boy, Albert stayed straight up there, but a great move there by the senior.
Yeah, Maya Gaden, it continues. Again, another couple of buckets there. She's playing a good game.
Albert twirls, and she's going to be fouled, and somebody grabbed her right arm there and tried to drag her down.
And that was able to keep her out of getting the easy bucket, but now she'll be at the line shooting another pair.
And the Cougars are in the bonus. That's the 18th foul on the Cavaliers. Albert up and in, boy. I don't know if we have a free throw percentage tonight, but I think she's only missed one. Maybe has hit every one.
Yeah, I think she has hit them all. I think you're right.
46-9. Cougars.
I was going to say, let's hope you didn't jinx her there on that next free throw, and you definitely did not. So she was not listening to you. Good. Jinx her.
Thank goodness.
Right? Well, they're called free throws. They should be free. Should make them every time. Allie Murray comes up with another great steal there.
So Doug Reed from the corner, off the mark. Albert over the top, up and in with a little 6-footer in the paint. Doug, did we see if Caitlin Rice stuck around for this varsity game to get her over here for the claw word from the JV game?
I cannot see. I did not see her down there. Maybe we can send a text out to some of those other JV players and find out if she is still around. If not, we do have the Claw Award winner for the JV boys basketball team. JV boys won a game by 35 points. And Jay Sean Richmond was the winner of the Claw Award for the JV boys team for his tenacity and physicality on the block for the Cougars as they win that game against the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers. Allie Murray pushes the pace here. She goes back over to Michaela Oranger for 3, just off the mark.
49-9, just a minute left in this first half.
Do love the inside-outside game that the Cougars do have going on tonight, going in, going out, especially the slashing ability that the Cougars have had.
You know, was that Spicer?
That was Spicer. You know, if it's a made 3, you're probably going to be right if you say it's Spicer. So again, that was just a nice give and go, an inside-outside game between Megan Albert and Jordan Spicer.
That's 69 on the year, Doug. One more, and she's hit the 70 mark. Good pass there by the Cavaliers. But they could. Ooh, 3 bodies go down, and it looks like it was like dominoes there.
It was. You know, Jordan Roan there had a couple of opportunities down underneath the bucket.
Murray up to Albert. Short shot on the baseline for Michaela Oranger. Kicks it out to Murray, top of the key, off the back iron. And the Cavaliers control the rebound. Boy, fast action here in the second quarter here.
That really was. Now we'll see what happens here if the Cavaliers play for this last shot or they push the pace. Well, I think the Bishop DuBourg coach is over here saying, you know, why aren't we getting over the back call? Well, when you're a foot taller than the girl you're jumping over, it's not over the back. You're simply jumping higher.
Ooh, you got away with one there, though. Michaela Oranger had some body on that one. But
yeah, I think Gehan Murray was fouled as she went in, the senior for the Cavaliers. There was foul, did get some body there, but nevertheless was not called. Cougars are going to lead this game 52-11. We're going to see some halftime highlights here as we go to break. We'll be back with you at the start of the third quarter as Cougars lead this game 52-11.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for the highlights, Brent. There at halftime, there was plenty of them, as the Cougars are up 52-11 against Bishop DuBourg. They knocked them off 72-9, I think, earlier this season. So this Cougar team is just extremely tough. 13-3 on the season. 2 tournament wins. They're in the Class 5. Just got bumped up this year from Class 4. So Doug Kuhlman's, I think, Brent, we've officially worn him out because this is his 3rd game of the night. But
yeah. He said something like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, he said it's just up to you and Brent. So the next, the Varsity boys will finish out the night after this in our 4th broadcast of the night, as Doug and Brian will bring you the action of the boys' game. I'm JT Norville alongside Brent Gossett as Doug Kuhlman takes a break here. So the Cougars led by 6 threes is with Jordan Spicer tonight. She's got 18 on the night, followed by Megan Albert. She's got 15, Brent. And then and not far behind that is Chloe Reed with 8.
Yeah,
and
this team is just full of scorers.
Yeah, these 3 combined for over 80% of the points for the varsity girls here. And 2 of them are freshmen. So if that tells you anything about the future of this program, as Spicer pokes it out of bounds right to the Cavaliers bench. Let's see if the Cougars can muster up some energy here, as it feels like the airs went out of the gymnasium.
Right. It's like everybody went to get a drink.
Yeah, and I think they're out talking to Doug. As Albert gets the loose ball there, and Spicer's going to bring it up the right side. She's going to pull up the 3, Brent. Bingo! 7 on the night. That's number 70 on the season.
Wow.
For Jordan Spicer. Wow is right. You could see it. Watching her play, you know when she's going to spot up a 3.
That is unbelievable. You know, most kids would. It's difficult to get 1,000 points in a full career as a high school player, and you know she may hit it in her middle of her junior year or beginning of her junior year the way she's playing.
Yeah, she's a fun player to watch. Michaela Oranger finds Albert unselfishly, but it got poked away. Leonard brings it other way down for the Cavaliers, and Michaela Oranger gets the steal. Deep pass to Albert. Oh, she had Reed there for a second, didn't see her. Corner for Reed. Just a little bit long. Spicer's going to step out, pop the 3. Number 71, Doug, that's 8 threes on the night. That's about her average per game. Big night here. Another one for Spicer. 8 threes, and she's got 21 on the night. Just 3 points underneath her average.
I'm amazed that she can make those like that. It just looks so easy. I mean, I couldn't make it from 3 feet away.
Ooh, Reed gets the block there. Here comes Spicer the other way. Dribbles with her left hand. She's going to pull up. Deep on that one. Leonard. Reed gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Reed at the line, the freshman. She's got 8 on the night. Really, like I said earlier, she's not a wildly emotional player, but man, she's got some inner fire in her.
Yeah, she's been really active out there tonight.
And if you're wondering, that's a new voice here. That's Brent Gossett helping out with the color here. Love to hear you, Brent. You got a great voice. You should use it more often.
Yeah, well, we'll see. The reviews probably will hold different.
Is that a baritone? I've always wanted a baritone in my group.
I got the dial. I got the dial turned over here on the mixer.
59-11 here, as I don't think we're on the turbo clock, if I'm not mistaken here, as Reed sends it to Spicer, and that's going to be her first 2 of the night, and she's got 26 on the night. Well, just a tough Cougar team, and the Cavaliers have run into them twice this year as they're part of the Cougars conference. And Doug, help me out. The conference that we are in is called
our conference?
Yes.
The AAA, the Archdiocesan Athletic Association. So as you do know, a Lutheran school like us is part of the Archdiocese. So no, not really. But when we came on into the league as well as Christian high school, kind of had the discussion on, do we continue with the name AAA? And at the end of the day, most people don't even know what AAA stands for. They just know AAA. But it actually is the Archdiocesan Athletic Association.
Yeah, so. Thanks for that clarification, Doug.
Absolutely.
Spicer, by the way, Doug, I know you were off, but hit very similar as Albert gets a nice bucket there from the block there. She's got 15 on the night. 17, correct that.
Well, and she's had a quiet 17, too. That's the crazy part, because she hasn't been in the game as much.
Rhodes sneaks back by Albert. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I looked up at the start of the second half and couldn't believe she had 15.
Mm-hmm.
So Spicer hit a couple spot-up threes starting the second half here and set the tone again for the second half as she thought about pulling up again here.
Well, and I now see Tracy Jang's in the game, and nice to see Coach Lutz again. You got to have some of these players down the road here. And you got to wonder here, I know the clock is not supposed to be running, but at the end of the day, with a lead like this, do you want to continue to run this clock? And it will start running in the fourth quarter, simply just not running here in the third quarter.
So turbo is quarter 4.
That is correct.
Okay. As Madison Leonard checks in for the Cavaliers.
Well, and we've talked about her tonight, JT, number 20 there, who was number 12 in the JV game, made some good plays there and has done some good stuff here in the varsity game so far as well.
Yang finds Albert up and in. Assist from Yang. Jang, I'm sorry. Is that pronouncing that right?
That's correct, Jang. Yeah, Tracy
okay,
Jang.
Jang.
Mm-hmm.
Rhodes gets the offensive rebound. She might have been fouled. No call. And Albert blocks her out and protects the basketball. And here comes Reed the other way. Murray's going to stop. Jang out front. Skip pass to Murray. Good pass there by Allie Murray.
That'll be a replay right there, a highlight. Nice play, like you said, JT. Jang there. I'll tell you what, I'm real impressed with her as a young lady. She's one of the leaders in our Key Club here at Lutheran High. And last week we had Key Club Week of Service, and she played an integral part on helping Lutheran. She played an integral part on helping Lutheran High collect 1,000 pounds of shoes. As Chloe Reed goes in for another bucket, but 1,000 pounds of shoes and jackets and coats and sweatshirts and hats and gloves to be given out to people in need here. Donated to the United Volunteers of Cottleville, which will then go to many people in need here around the St. Louis.
Fantastic is that.
It's just awesome to see these kids excel on the basketball court or on the soccer field or cross country or theater or robotics, what have you, but then also be involved in fraternal organizations and kind of getting a flavor, getting a taste for what service means. It's such a big component here of what we do at Lutheran High, a primary here of what we do at Lutheran High. A primary tenet of living lives of Christian service is a part of our motto here and a part of our vision and mission statement. So love to see her being an athlete out here, but also doing some great things, service for our community.
You want to hear from some of our sponsors here? We got a moment?
Absolutely. A little bit about from our gold sponsors, Signature Orthopedics, and our silver sponsors, Athletico-Physical Therapy, A&W All-American Food, and Car Shield. Thank you very much for your support of Lutheran High School.
Doug, while you were away, Brent put on the headset, and did you know he was a baritone?
He's got a lower voice than I do. I mean, he sounds like a man, whereas I sound like a 13-year-old boy sometimes, so I'm well aware.
And our chat line is open, right?
Yes.
So please, if you're listening tonight, we'd love to hear from you at 314-497-3014. Would love to hear from you where you're watching in or listening in your car. Leonard out front for the Cavaliers. Boy, you could hear a pin drop in the Cougar Stadium here. 33 drives baseline, tries to find Rhodes. It hits her in the head. Allie Oranger gets the jump ball, and that's going to go over to the Cougars.
Looks like we have a little confusion from the officials here.
The arrow definitely belonged to the Cougars, and here the Cavaliers put a full court press on.
Yeah, a little interested to see that there, JT, that they're putting this press on here. But, we want to try to create some opportunities to get some buckets.
Off the mark, and the Cavaliers control the rebound. So you've got Yin, Jang, Cruz, Allie Oranger, and Albert out there. Drive by Leonard, and Tracy Jang is going to be called for the blocking foul there as Leonard, similar to the JV game, trying to pierce the defense. And man, you got to step in front of Leonard if you want to stop her. And
absolutely. I have also, that was a nice play down the block there by, I believe it's Sydney Phillips, boxing out the shooter there, Layla Yen, which does not often happen in high school basketball. Love seeing that. Nice pass underneath from Genesis Rhodes. Ball swatted away by that ferocious Cougar defense.
So one of our fans, definitely one of our #1 fans out there, the bench was ready to erupt as Jang had an easy one there. And that bench was ready to go crazy for Jang's bucket there.
Yeah, they were. Boy, and a quick shout out from Doug Walker, one of our longtime listeners here. Longtime listener, first-time caller, Doug Walker. Thank you very much for that shout out. And he wishes he could be here, watching at home, watching this Cougar, going to be a Cougar victory here. And we're almost time to have a turbo clock, which is what you're going to want to see here, because the Cougars do lead this game rather handily, 69-11 here as time ticks down in the third quarter.
We got the famous statistician right in front of us, Jamie Murray, down there, keeping the books tonight right in front of us at the scorer's table. So, yeah, the bench, was ready to come off unglued. So, obviously, a team favorite, Jang, when she gets in there. So.
Absolutely is, yeah. An interesting game, too. I've watched Coach Lutz coach here at Lutheran High for, I think the last 14 years. And she's typically up off the bench. And I don't know if I've seen her get off the bench tonight.
Yeah.
I think I know you haven't even commented on her outfit because we can't see her outfit because she's been seated the whole game.
Oh, I did in the JV game. You might have missed it. Yeah, she's got the kind of the graphite pants on with the blue pullover with the black, nice polished tennis shoes. As Leonard is down, and that's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Cavaliers.
Well, and you got to wonder there why there wasn't a timeout called by the Cavalier coaches there, because they did. I mean, they're going to retain possession nevertheless, but could have been a timeout and keep the jump ball for next time.
1:30 left in this third quarter here. This 25th of January in this frigid night here in St. Peter's. Good move by Allie Oranger as she went up softly with the left hand. Great move there by Allie Oranger.
She's got, again, we've talked about the court sense. She really has that great court sense, but also she's just very smooth with the ball. And for a sophomore, that's impressive. Good defensive pressure continues for this game, for the Cougars for this game.
Good rebound there on the long shot by Leonard. Allie Oranger pulls it down. Look at the speed from Cruz. Ooh, almost got it as she took it right to Leonard. She knew she was going to force contact, and that was a hanger right there.
It really was, and that was a nice take to the bucket there, especially when you're going against a gal who's taller than you by darn near a foot. She's able to get it in there and able to go to the line for 2 free throws here now. as the Cougars are going to close out this third quarter.
Yeah, Leonard is 6 foot there, number 20 for the Cavaliers. And Cruz, I mean, just took a tour. And Bella Cruz is one of my favorite names to call in announcing. It just rolls off the tongue.
Bella Cruz. Absolutely. Well, and she's a fun one to watch here on the court. We've talked about her as a soccer player as well. I mean, again, I think you could argue a better soccer player than she was even as a basketball player, and she's such a talented basketball player. So a fun player to watch here for the Lady Cougars.
She's a junior, third season here at Lutheran High as she tries to poke it away. Good defense by Gilbert there, but she's going to be called for the foul, and she looks as confused as I do right now.
Didn't see a foul there, but again, we are not getting paid like these officials are. This week too, I have noticed a couple of my friends have posted this on Twitter and social media.
You have friends?
I got two.
Okay.
Two, and they share the same last name as me, so I guess they're more family members. But nevertheless, this week is also National Appreciation of Officials Week. So thank you to these 3 officials we have working out here tonight. Appreciate what they do. I would say giving up their evenings, but they're getting paid to be here. But nevertheless, they're putting up with a lot, especially us fans second-guessing them.
Bella Cruz controls it across half court and sends it out to Yin. And good move there by Yin. The bucket didn't fall.
Well, Allie Oranger just wanted that bucket, or rather wanted that rebound there. Amy Byers looked like she was going to take it, and then Allie Oranger just ripped it away from her to set the Cougars up with another possession.
I got a feeling Cruz is going to take a 3 here pretty soon. I can feel it. She's starting to look at that bucket and eye it, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 3 by Cruz before the end of this game. That's going to end the third quarter here as 73-12. I think that gives us a moment to watch some highlights or hear from our sponsors.
Yeah, we'll watch a few highlights here, and we'll catch our sponsors here during this running clock in the fourth quarter. Enjoy.
All right, here's the start of the fourth quarter. And we've got Reed, Spicer, Albert, starting lineup, Michaela Oranger and Allie Murray. Sorry about that, Allie. Inside to Albert, and she's got 21 on the night, Doug. And like we said, that's a quiet 21.
Quiet 21, absolutely. Yeah. Again, this is the hard part in a game like this, JT, where you have this big lead, but you also can't not play your starters.
Yeah.
You can't just play the bench the entire game. So
Spicer's going to spot up here. Nope. Over Michaela Oranger in the corner to Reed. Reed inside to Spicer. Turn around, fade away off the mark, but I like that move from her. That turned around and a little fade shot. It didn't fall for her, but that move can be used as the season draws on.
Absolutely.
In the corner to Reed. Just off the elbow, Albert off the mark, and the Cavaliers control the rebound. Again, would love to hear from you all tonight as we have the chat line open at 314-497-3014. Send us a text, and would love to hear from you. Give you a shout out. And let's take a moment and hear from our sponsors.
Yeah, as this clock is running here, go ahead and keep track of the action. But again, a shout out to our blue and our gray sponsors: Vince and Kristen Bonham, Shamrock's Bar and Grill, Alan and Christy Kaufman, and mascots. Those are our blue sponsors, and also our gray sponsors. Abigail K. Photography, John and Kelly Brickner, Mark Cherry and Dr. Wendy Meyer Cherry, Wes and Kelly Colbert, Ramon and Angel Hicks, Glenn and Laura Mankin, Matt and Amy Murphy, Mike and Tina Miller, Joe and Michelle Thomason, and Butch and Gina Powley. Thank you very much. Action's going to continue here with the Cougars leading this game handily, and the clock will continue to run, JT.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in and looking at the scoreboard, it is right. It's 75-12 as Jordan Spicer has poured in 8 threes. It's got 28 points on the night, 71 threes, and Megan Albert has poured in another 21 for the Cougars. So that 1-2 combo of Spicer and Albert continues for the Cougars. Ooh, good move. Almost broke an ankle on the defender. There is Murray. Oh, I wish we would have finished that one because that was a definite highlight by Murray with that move out front. Spicer goes into a crowd there. She's going to come out with some bruises of this game after those 28 points. She's definitely been poked around here.
Yeah, she really has. And that's what teams are going to be doing, JT, against the Cougars, especially against Spicer there, is just kind of try to beat her up. But I'll tell you what, she is so smooth. She's going to find room to create her shots. I don't care how close the defense is, and we've seen that this season from a few other opponents as well.
No, good defense there by Jang. And she pokes it away. Yeah, but it's going to be called for the foul, and she's just as surprised as I am, but that's going to be a foul on Jang.
Well, as a reminder, folks, coming up after this, our nightcap, our fourth game in our four-banger, our four-pack of games here, the Cougar varsity men will take on the Cavalier men. So the Cougar men will look for a clean sweep here. JV girls won their game earlier. JV boys won their game, and now the varsity girls are going to come out away with a victory as Yen takes a shot from about 15 feet off the mark. Savannah Gilbert pretty active there being in the game. She's able to track that ball down and give the Cougars another possession there, JT.
I like how Yen is handling the ball tonight and speed too. And this Cougar team has speed all over it.
Yeah, they really do.
Ooh, a little high there for Allie Oranger as Yen tried to find her. .328 left and 75-14. Oh, Gilbert wasn't expecting that, but it went right to her, and that's a turnover on the Cavaliers.
Well, and looking ahead, as we kind of near down the end of this broadcast here, if we look ahead to later this season, we'll be back on the air here on Wednesday, February 2nd. We'll have a two-pack of games, a JV and a varsity doubleheader. Girls here, JV at 5:45, varsity at 7, when the Cougars take on and host the Hazelwood West. Hazelwood West High School will be coming to our place here. So look forward to that game. That was originally scheduled earlier in January, and I believe got COVIDed out, so now we'll come back and host Hazelwood West on Wednesday, February 2nd.
Nice. Look forward to being with you on that night. As when you were saying that, Jang had an opportunity there and for a bucket there, and the bench was ready to erupt again, but it just didn't find the bottom.
Well, a quick shout out here to the Mudd family. They appreciate the play-by-play, so thank you, JT, for that play-by-play. Appreciate the shout out here from the Mudd family as well. Also, too, we heard from a longtime fan and former Cougar. Oh, as Savannah Gilbert just off the mark. I think Jordan Hesse. Oh, that's not a foul, but they're going to call it. They're going to get Allie Oranger with a foul, but the clock's going to continue to run. But longtime fan and alumni of Lutheran here, Jordan Hesse, says she heard we were hungry. She might be bringing us Jimmy John's. That'd be wonderful because I am starving here. And just kidding, Jordan. We're going to get our own food, but next time, schedule it and let us know. We'd love some Jimmy John's. So, and boy, we do have fun up here. But again, we also need to comment, JT, that this is not possible without our Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett. taking care of all the technology, where we just get to sit here and talk about these Cougar basketball players. It's so much fun.
So we do have a Claw Award to give away here, Doug, and I've gotten my name written down here.
Okay,
so
let me write my name down and
so
see
maybe,
where we're at.
Yeah. So
now we're going to need to get a vote there. Let's have our silent vote here and see what our Director of Sports Technology thinks about who he would like, and I will go ahead and compile these votes. And once again, we are all on the same page, just like we were in the girls' JV game. Congratulations, JT, to
Chloe Reed is going to get the Claw Award. So the freshman, her first Claw Award. I don't know. I think she had 10 points on the night, but she really got down in the paint, hit a couple jumpers, and just a really smooth game by the freshman. And like I said, she's not a wildly emotional player. I think that fire is burning deep inside, though. No. So congratulations to Chloe Reed.
Absolutely. Very excited for her. And I'll tell you what, I went from watching her when she was an Emmanuel Eagle there at Emmanuel Wentzville and kind of saying, oh, no, because she kept beating us all the time when we were where my daughters went, the Zion Bobcats. So now I'm rooting for her all the time. Now we got some confusion from the Bishop DuBourg coaches here as the officials are trying to wave it off. Final score here tonight, JT, Cougars 75, Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers 19. So pretty close to what the score was down at their place, but I think, like you said, it was 71-9. So a few more points here by the Lady Cavaliers, JT.
That's a wrap here, and you've got one more gig here with Brian. Brian, you are going to bring the action of, like you said, the varsity men tonight. So, Doug, always a pleasure. It was great to be together. Brent, same here. We'll see you next time.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!